Hey guys, how you doing today? So we have a 2019 BMW X3, and the one complaint that I have had with it ever since we've had it is this has heated and vented seats, or cooled seats. There's the heated, here's the vented or the cooled, and you don't really feel any coolness whenever you turn the seat fan on. You hear the fan running, but you literally do not feel anything. And I've read all over the internet that not just this year, make, and model, but a bunch of different BMW owners are complaining of the same thing. So I just want to see, I've got my thermal camera hooked up, and I was just sitting in the seat a little bit so you can kind of see that it's got a little bit of heat differences there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the fan on, and we're going to watch the seat and see what parts of it get cool, if any, and then we're going to turn the heater on and see what parts of the seat heat up. Now, you do feel the heat. Whenever you turn the heat on, you definitely feel it, but when you turn the fan on for the vented feature, you don't feel anything. So let me go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on high, and I'm probably going to fast forward depending on how much change this camera has. Probably going to not fast forward, but do a time lapse. So I'll probably do some voiceover on the time lapse, talking about it. But we're going to see how this thing looks on a thermal camera. So I'm going to turn that on high. You can hear the fan. Hopefully you hear that. And we're just going to see what parts of the seat get cool. Now, just so you know how this works, it does not blow air-conditioned air. Well, I guess that's actually what it does. All there is there's a fan in the seat, and it's blowing whatever temperature the air is in the car. It's blowing it up through these little perforations here in the seat. And you've got them on the back, all this middle area here, and you've got them right here on this area of the seat. So I would expect this whole section to get cool, and the whole center section right here. But we're going to see how it looks. It looks like just a little bit right there on the left side of the seat. The right side is getting a little bit cool. I'm just not seeing a big change in temperature with the seat. I've got the fan turned on high for the passenger seat, but I'm not seeing a big change here. I don't see any change in the backrest. I see a little bit right there on the right side. So I'm seeing a little bit along this strip right here, and a little bit back here. Nothing right here in the center, and nothing here on the back. Now, the sad thing is on my truck, I've got a 2016 GMC Sierra that's got cooled seats, and you instantly feel that. As soon as the fan comes on and you turn the cooled seats on, you instantly feel the nice air blowing up through the seats. So, I mean, we'll probably see a little bit more the longer we let it go, but to be honest, that's not really quick enough. I don't see anything on the back, so I don't see anything here. I see very little here in the center. Now I see a little bit, or I see quite a bit here, and I see a little bit going on here. But for the most part, I don't see a whole lot of cooling effect taking place. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and turn the fan off, and I'm going to turn the heater on, and we're going to watch and see the seats heat up. And I would think as quick as you feel the heat when you're sitting in the seats, usually within about the first minute or two, you start feeling some heat. So I'm going to assume we're going to see some temperature changes taking place with the heat. In fact, I already see the backrest. I definitely see. Look all right here. You see the heating elements heating up, and right here. So as far as the heater part of it, that looks good. That looks like it's definitely working without a problem. The thing is, there's no fix for this cooling issue. I've read on the internet if there's anything that can be done, and there's nothing. As long as the fan's working, that's all you get. You got a fan, and it's supposed to draw the cool air in and then push it up through those perforations in the seat. And I mean, it does what it can. It's just a design flaw. The engineers just weren't really on top of it. They should have got with GM if they wanted to have a good functioning cooling seat effect. But that looks pretty cool. I mean, you definitely see all the circuit, not really coils, but the circuits, the heating elements, I guess, in the seats, in the backrest, and you see the effect that it has. Now, let's go ahead and turn that off. And let's turn the cooled seats. I just heard the fan for the seat. You can hear it running. So now we should start seeing a change. Should start cooling the seat off. You can see how the back doesn't look like it's doing anything. I mean, it looks like it's still on, even though it's not. Just to make sure, we've got the cool fan on, we have the heat off. And you can see that the back is still pretty heated up. Now it does look like this area and this area is starting to cool off, more so than the center. You can tell that the center is still somewhat heated. Now there are no holes, perforations in the seat over here on the sides, so I would not expect those to cool off, but I would expect the center section here to be able to be cool, and these two sections there, as well as the entire center of the backrest, should have cool air blowing up through it. But you can see that it just doesn't do a very good job. About the only thing that there's any cooling effect taking place is right here and right here, and that's it. The rest of it's just not really doing much of anything. Anyway, I don't want this video to get any longer than it has to. I just wanted to do a quick little experiment, kind of show if you've got a BMW and you're wondering about your cooling seats, vented seats, whatever you want to call them. You're just going to have to live with it. There is nothing you can do. If you hear the fan of the seats running, that's all you got. You can see that on this 2019 X3, about the only thing that does get cool, or has it, and I'm not even going to say it gets cool, because literally when you're sitting in the seat, you can't feel any cooling effect at all, whether the fan's on or off. It just doesn't seem like it makes a difference. Now you can tell with the thermal imager that the two areas of the seat here and here, there is some temperature difference, but it's just not enough for you to feel on your skin. Anyway, we're pretty much done. You guys take care. We'll see you.